Okay, so this is, pardon me, day 46 of being housed. And let's see here. Today is September 30th. So Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. I'm working on the Planes and Peoplewatching, a third revision. And I just want to share what I intend to do today, and I want to provide you with an update at the end of the day. So, the library is open from 12 to 8 today, and what my desire is, what I desire to do is much like yesterday, which unfortunately I had the perceived disruption, which turned out just to be an interruption, but it definitely it had its impact, but. My desire is I'm going to eat some healthy food, some raw cloves of garlic. I'll eat some beets. I've already had a tea, and then I'm going to have a couple hard-boiled eggs, and then I'm going to go. I might go to the if I get there early. I'm going to go to the gym first, and I'm going to get a really good hard workout in at the gym, and then I'm going to go to the library, and I'm going to utilize their quiet pod, and I'm going to have just optimize focus as I sit in the quiet pod, and my goal is just to do the best I can to slowly and meticulously get through this revision, and I'm gonna break it down like this. Oh goodness, I have 120 pages, so that's kind of nice. So um, I could break it down into 40 pages, so that'll be three stanzas or three increments of 40 pages, or I can double that and do it in 20 pages. I think that'd probably be a little more realistic. So six stanzas of 20 pages. Um, this is the approach that I take. It's kind of like looking at like a big meal and thinking, oh my goodness, or say if like you're just looking forward to like a steak. Oh goodness, I'll just take a steak and a potato and a crown of broccoli, and that's gonna be more than enough for me. But then they bring out three steaks and a whole bunch of hamburger, and then two potatoes, two beets, and and then they bring out some broccoli, some cauliflower, and anyways, and you look at the food before you and you think, ah, goodness, it's too much for a single serving. So what I've learned to do is just to dice everything up and then compartmentalize them. So take that meal that came in one big plate, and then in this case ask for six plates, and then just put small portions on each plate. And then when I look at the plate before me, it is not overwhelming. So I've noticed a distinct reality where if I observe something that seems, oh goodness, like it's going to be too much for me to chew in the moment, I can experience like a physiological reaction or response to it, where the word that I'm looking for means like it's like I want to avoid it. I'm no longer excited to you know um, to jump into that task. And so with this, it's wise if I break everything down into to smaller, compartmentalize everything and break them down to smaller portions. Then it's easy to look at this and say, okay, I'm going to be here. My focus is to get through maximum 20 pages, and then I'm going to go very slow with the intent that I'm going to make the executive decisions that need to be made. So everybody who has written, everybody who writes, understands that one of the most difficult things to do is to take away. It's to cut the fat. It's to get rid of something that you've wrote or you've written, because it doesn't. It might be, oh goodness, I get to use this word again. Second time today, probably third or fourth time in 2 weeks, but superfluous. I love using that word. It just it might cause a redundancy, meaning you could use fewer words to explain the exact same thing. So from the perspective of the writer, oh goodness, I want to be as verbose as possible. I want to use as many words as possible because there's a part of me that just wants to, be heard. But then from the perspective of the reader, you want the idea to be shared and to be dispensed in as few words as possible, without taking away from the clarity and the overall intent or what you're trying to communicate. So this is for you, the reader, and not for me. So I have to get over myself. But anyways, yeah, cutting those things out is very difficult. And right now, unfortunately, I don't have. I asked a few folks if they would take time to read over the manuscript and to provide me some advice. And I just find many people they're very busy, and which is acceptable. That's people get busy, and reading over, especially reading over a manuscript from the perspective of providing constructive feedback. It's time consuming. And right now I don't have the finances to be able to afford to hire somebody, so that's okay. I'll just make do with what I have, and I'm gonna go through this. I'm just gonna do the best I can, and I won't put any standards. Like, I won't expect more from me than what I'm the best that I'm able to give in this moment. And I'll also understand too, the best I'm able to give in this moment. Oh my. This is just where I'm currently at. So in the future, the best I'm able to give in the moment hopefully will supersede and surpass what I'm able to give in this moment. Anyways, here, let's look at this right here. There. I'm going to land the plane. I'm going to stop talking here. Yes. Okay. So I just want to bring you along with me. I want to describe what I'm doing, and I'm going to provide a follow-up at the end of the day to let you know where the progress was. And I'm just very happy to be able to share this. This is, yeah, it's just, it's a part of me, it's a part of my life, it's a part of what I'm doing, and it's wonderful to be able to share it with others, and to especially to share, hopefully with the intent to hopefully enrich the lives of others, and for each and every one of you that's maybe thinking about writing, maybe you've, oh goodness, maybe you do write, but to each and every one of you that, and this will apply as well. And again, yes, I'm going to land the plane in a moment here. I'm going to stick to that. Okay. But even if you're at university and you're like, oh my goodness, they want us to read this whole textbook. If I may, from what I've learned experientially, is take a step away and then break everything down. Like, be very honest with where you are and what you're able to do. And by what you're able to do, like, what is your optimized threshold for optimized focus? If it's only 20 minutes, then how many pages could you do you believe you could read in 20 minutes? And if you say just only 3 or 4, then start with that. Just break everything down into 3 or 4 pages, and then give yourself an accurate assessment of how many stanzas, how many increments, how many iterations of this you would need in order to reach the fulfillment of completing that chapter, or completing that all that's required before this date, or for you each of you that write to reach the goal that you have. And then you have a realistic timeline, and then you realize, oh goodness, these things they can take a lot of time. They can be very time consuming, but the best approach is a very honest and reasonable approach. And then you realize that true growth occurs via consistency, and the consistency just needs to be honest consistency. What are you able to do with the time that you currently have? And if this is a greater priority than you're making it out to be, then you just need to simply shift your priorities, and that is a conversation for another day, because that provides its own problems. But anyways, yeah, I'm happy to share with you, happy to bring you along with me on this, and I will provide an update while I'm in the quiet pod later on this afternoon. God bless you.